you. It's a family feud over money. A father in Michigan is suing his own teenage daughter after she used his credit card without permission. The dad says his 18-year-old daughter bought a $1,200 airline ticket to Germany to go visit her boyfriend. The dad's bank alerted him of the charge right before she boarded her flight. Now authorities are requesting charges of credit card fraud to be filed. So legally speaking, when your own kids do some unauthorized purchasing, who is responsible for the bill? And joining us this morning to talk more about it is our legal expert and good friend, Whitney Boan. Great.
You. Amy, good morning.
So, okay, in this case, the daughter is 18, so she's technically an adult, right? Does her father have a case? Can she be held liable?
Well, yes, and I mean, if she stole his credit card information and she made an unauthorized purchase, that's theft. I mean, she took something that belonged to him and she used it for her own personal gain, and that is the definition of theft. Whether or not this is something that should be prosecuted or not is a separate question, but legally speaking, it can be, and she could be held liable criminally.
And how serious of an offense is this as an adult, as opposed if she did this when she was 15 or 16?
Well, obviously the penalties are very different between being a juvenile and being an adult. Here in Florida, if she had committed that crime here and was found guilty of it, she could be convicted of a third-degree felony, which means she could be a convicted felon. She could do up to 5 years in prison. She could do up to 5 years probation, pay up to a $5,000 fine, and in addition to any other penalties that the court might want to impose upon her. As a juvenile, it's a little more of a slap on the wrist in terms of maybe you would go to a teen court or something like that.
Right, because as a juvenile, you can eventually request to have your record expunged, right? As an adult, you don't have that luxury, I assume.
No, you can have your record expunged as an adult, but
okay.
You would have to have the charges dropped in order to have your record expunged as an adult. You could have it sealed if you weren't convicted of it, even if you were found to be responsible for it and suffered some penalties.
Okay. It certainly is fascinating, and we'll have to see if the dad actually follows through and find out what happens. But Whitney Boan, always great to see you. Thanks for being with us. All right, we'll see you soon.